Court is calling 2024 CR 0105W, State of Texas versus Jasmine Lynn Gallegos. Did you understand you're charged with the offense of unlawfully carrying a weapon with a felony conviction? That is a second-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine.
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 5 years in the prison. There's a $1,000 fine and state recommends community supervision. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense?
Yes, sir.
State?
Yes, sir.
Showing-
Sorry, the only thing I forgot to put in the paperwork, and I've just spoken with defense counsel about this, is the defendant is also agreeing to forfeit her rights to any of the weapons involved in the offense.
All right. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, John.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
No, Your Honor, we just asked the court to follow the agreement.
All right. Do you have any children?
No, ma'am.
How are you employed?
I'm currently unemployed at the moment.
Any drug use?
No, ma'am.
And if you were released, who would you be living with?
My grandmother.
Does she want you living with her?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you talked to her and she said she wants you living with her?
Yes, ma'am. I have a good support system out there with my family.
All right. You know you're not supposed to have weapons. Why do you have weapons?
I made a mistake, Your Honor.
No, you didn't. You made a choice. So why do you have weapons? You know you're not supposed to have them. A mistake is somebody gave you a bag, you didn't know weapons were in it, and then there were weapons. So why, you know you're not supposed to have weapons. Why are you having weapons?
I hanging out with the wrong people.
If I ask the wrong people that you're saying that you're hanging out with, if I were to ask them the same questions, you know what they would tell me? Hanging out with the wrong people. And I would say, well, who is that? And they'd say, Miss Gallegos. All right, I'm going to sentence you to 5 years in prison, suspended and probated for 5 years. There's to be a TAP evaluation and MIC evaluation in custody. All right, good luck to you.
When a judge says mistake versus choice, that's not wordplay. That's the whole case. Because mistake sounds accidental, but choice sounds like you knew the rule and crossed it anyway. And in a weapons case with a felony conviction, the court is already thinking public safety first, second, and third. You can hear it. She's not just disappointed. She's trying to figure out whether this person takes reality seriously.
Isaac, are you the same Jasmine Lynn Gallegos who was placed on community supervision in 2024 CR 0105W for the offense of unlawfully carrying of a weapon with a felony conviction on January 9th, 2024 for a term of 5 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
State?
Yes, Your Honor. Violated condition number 4 on or about the 22nd day of January 2024 in Bear County, Texas. The defendant, Jasmine Lynn Gallegos, the then and there failed to report as directed to the 187th District Court for a compliance hearing as directed by the supervision officer and or the court in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
Your Honor, we'll waive the remaining validated condition.
All right. And I don't have a trial court certification.
No, Your Honor, it's we are requesting to be continued.
Yeah,
Would you
but
like the court like it instead anyway? Okay.
thank you. Understand by pleading to violation of condition number 4, the court could find it guilty. I'm sorry, could find it true, grant the motion and sentence you up to 5 years in prison and up to $1,000 fine.
Yes, ma'am.
You're going to need to speak up.
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 4 true.
This is the moment a lot of people miss. Pleading true on a probation violation is basically handing the court the steering wheel. The judge doesn't have to guess anymore. Now it becomes, do I give you another chance, or do I protect the system from being played? And the problem is, the file is empty, no progress, no proof, no effort.
Is there a proposed agreement?
This proposed agreement, Your Honor, it is to deny the motion and continue her on her community supervision with additional TAP evaluation done while in custody and follow the recommendations of mental health eval in custody, ISP gang evaluation in custody, and also a UA hotline for 90 days, plus proof of residency and employment every 90 days.
All right, so why should I follow this agreement? It appears that she hasn't done anything. Has she done anything on probation?
No, Your Honor.
All right, and then I had a compliance hearing. I always do compliance hearings. If there's an issue, people can come in, tell me what their issue is, and we can get them back on track. So I don't understand why I should continue her.
We're just asking the court consider it, Your Honor.
But I mean, somebody needs to give me a reason why, because she is on probation. She hasn't done anything. And to get her back on track, I set it for a compliance hearing and she did not show. So I don't understand why I should continue her.
I call my client, Your Honor.
All right, can you raise your right hand?
I actually respect this part. The judge is begging for a reason that's real. Not a speech. Not please. Something concrete. Because probation is a privilege with receipts, reporting, compliance, showing up. If the court continues someone who did nothing, what message does that send to the people who are doing everything?
Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give would be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Jasmine Unavoidable.
Are you asking the court to consider release or continue on probation?
Yes, ma'am.
And why is that?
Because I never started it. And I got released and I didn't turn myself back in, but I want to do something better.
All right, do you need to speak up?
I want to do something better in life.
So the reason why you want me to continue you is because you were placed on probation, you were released, and you never did anything. So basically, you're just throwing yourself on the mercy of the court saying, I did nothing, but please continue me.
Do you have a job?
Yes.
Where do you work?
I mean, I was working at the Subway.
Okay, I cannot hear you.
I was working in Subway at Pleasanton, Texas.
And where do you live?
In Pleasanton, Texas with my grandma.
Do you have anybody that you care for?
Yes, my grandma. She's sick right now.
Oh, let's not
Okay.
do that.
Okay.
Let's not do this thing where we're bringing in the sick relatives, the baby that nobody else can take care of, because you were supposed to report. Let's do this. This is what can help me understand whether or not I should continue. Let's assume you don't have a sick grandmother. You don't have any sick relatives. You don't have any sick children. It's just you. Why should you be continued on probation? Don't tell me that Subway needs somebody to make sandwiches. Let's assume that Subway doesn't need anybody to make sandwiches. Why should I be continuing you?
Because I want to prove to you that I can do it.
But you have not. But okay, but you want to prove to me that you can do it.
So
All right. Any other questions?
Is there any other reason why you're asking the court to continue you on probation?
no,
Do you believe you have a drug problem?
no.
All right, so she don't have a drug problem. Why didn't you report?
Because they wanted me to turn myself back in.
I'm sorry, what?
Because they wanted me to come back and turn myself in.
All right. Why didn't you show up for your compliance hearing? I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
I don't know, ma'am.
All right.
Do you have a mental health issue? Have you ever been diagnosed with any mental health issues?
No.
And then comes the hardest line in the whole hearing. The judge shuts down the "my grandma is sick" angle. Not because she doesn't care, but because courts hear that every day. It's harsh, but it's honest. Life problems don't erase court orders. The judge is basically saying, talk to me like an adult. If it was just you and your choices, why should I trust you?
All right. So I really don't have any reason to continue her. Her whole thing is, I didn't do anything. Don't revoke me. And the court reached, everyone knows, if somebody is falling off track, normally what I do in some situations, Ms. Gallegos, is because maybe sometimes people just fall off track. They just need to realize what they're looking at. And I set compliance hearings. And I'm not even going to consider, I set compliance hearings twice for you. The state only went on one, so I'm not even considering the other. But a compliance hearing was set for you to try to get you back on track to see, hey, is there something we're missing here? Is there something you need in order to be successful? And you didn't even show up for the compliance hearing. The compliance hearing was a step before your motion to revoke. Because I had a choice at that time. I always get notices from probation. They'll tell me how a probationer is doing. If there are some issues, I will always usually check compliance hearing. Let's bring that person in and find out what's going on. And you didn't even show up for that. So I don't think you're a good candidate for probation. Everybody who's in custody will come before me when they're in custody and say to me, I want to prove to you I can do it. But, history has shown that you can't because you didn't. So I don't know why it should continue. So I don't know if you want to talk to her, but I don't have a reason for why she didn't show up. Okay. All right. I'm not going to follow this proposed agreement. I don't think she's a good candidate for probation. She hasn't done anything. And she's been given opportunities to do things and she just refuses. And based upon her testimony, she didn't want to come back because she didn't want to turn herself in. I don't know what to do with that.
This is what makes the outcome feel inevitable. The compliance hearing wasn't punishment, it was a rescue rope. The court literally scheduled a check-in to get her back on track, and she didn't show. So now the judge is thinking, if you won't show up when I'm trying to help, why would you show up when it gets hard?
There may be gang issues with her. And part of the plea bargain agreement was, in this case, she was to forfeit weapons, magazines, and ammunition. So she was placed on community supervision for that, and she has done nothing. Court is finding violation of condition number 4 true. Court is going to sentence you to 5 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's a $1,000 fine. Time and money will run concurrent. I'll recommend, if she stated she doesn't have any drug issues, she doesn't have mental health issues, but I'll recommend the therapeutic community or the mental health unit at the prison. You'll have to recommend it as well because I have no jurisdiction. And if they discover that you do have a mental health issue, then they will take care of it there. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you have a limited right to appeal, and that right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you were on community supervision. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. Good luck to you. You're going to have to start making better decisions. If you continue to pick up felonies in Texas, they're going to start labeling you as a repeater or a habitual. If you're a repeater, that means your range of punishment level is going to go up by one level. And if you're habitual, in some cases, your minimum is going to be 25 years at the prison. You have some choices you're going to need to make. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And when you're released from prison, if you need help with anything, you can always come back here if I'm here. Okay.
Sentencing hurts, but the warning is the real lesson. Texas doesn't stay patient forever. Repeater and habitual aren't insults. They're labels that change your life mathematically. And if she ever wants a different future, it starts with boring discipline. Report, comply. Stop hanging around anything that pulls you back into felonies.